Hey everybody, welcome back to Buddy's Spirits and Cigars. And we got Dawson on with us again. So,
how are things at the creek?
Just splendid.
Kill me sometimes.
I've never heard that, believe it or not.
I'm sure you haven't.
That's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
oh, well,
Yeah.
anyway. So, Heaven and Hill 7-year bottle and bond. Haven't had it yet, and first time doing it on the show. I don't know that anybody here has had it.
I've never had
Nope.
it.
Never had it. I hope it's half as good that I've heard it is.
It's only the second time I've seen that in person.
Yeah. So
I've never
apparently
seen
this
one
gets
in person.
distributed everywhere except for around here. So
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
and so
Yeah.
I'm excited about trying it. Was able to acquire this. A buddy picked it up for me, and here we go. See
Hey,
what
you guys
Yeah, Paul
pick one up for me.
Paul brought a bottle back from
They-
Kentucky last week.
Let's see what the top sounds like.
Oh
bottle.
yeah,
That's
bad.
solid.
it's a nice
Not
bottle.
bad.
Nice.
You know, I always want to pour mine first for some reason because I'm just excited. Oh.
A little one.
Don't rub the ash on your hand; it hurts.
Behind the scenes, what's up?
Not as much as the economy, but it hurts.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah.
This
FJB.
is family show.
So
This is family
Here
show.
we go.
Sorry.
100 proof because it's bottle and bond.
yeah,
And blah, blah, blah,
I
blah.
just wanted to. Is there anything else special on
So
it?
this is 7 years, right?
Yep, 7-year bond, 100 proof, obviously. So here we go.
Very ethanol forward nose.
I've been to their distillery. Unfortunately, time constraints and everything, it just didn't happen where they were open, but I still got to go look around the grounds and see the warehouses and stuff, and the smell is just beyond amazing. I can't explain to you, like you're driving through, kind of like you're driving through cornfields, and then all of a sudden, you know, it just kind of opens up, you see everything. Tell you what, end of the video, if you'll watch to the end,
To the end.
we'll have
To
some
the end.
pictures at the end of the video of what it looks like there. Beautiful, beautiful place. I wish I need to go, we need to go do factory tour there, but anyway,
You in?
Oh,
the
absolutely.
smell was just phenomenal.
Road trip.
Phenomenal.
100%.
It just
I'm waking up every
made you want
morning
to have
waiting in
a
line.
glass of bourbon
Yeah,
right
me
then and
too.
there. Nose isn't bad.
No, it's
You're smelling glass, right?
No, I'm smelling out ethanol. I mean, that's really.
I'm getting a lot of
pretty,
ethanol
yeah,
forward.
it's pretty stout.
Yeah.
On that.
Well, let's dive in.
Let's see.
Oh. I didn't expect it to have that sweetness up front like that.
Yeah. That's a little surprising.
It's
It's pretty smooth too.
Yeah.
it's not bad. I feel like it's got a little bit of creaminess at the finish. Just a
It's
little.
got a nice silky mouthfeel
yeah,
to me.
yeah. It's just a.
It feels thick. It's not thin. Does that make
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It hangs around a little
Viscous even.
bit. Viscous. Yes,
Viscous.
that's the word.
To me, this kind of concentrates to the middle of the palate for me. You get a little bit of sweetness and stuff on the front, but it seems like it kind of focuses more in the middle of the palate. It's pretty good. I'm not disappointed in it.
Not at all.
No, it hasn't. No.
No, it's good.
It doesn't have an extremely long finish to me. I don't think it's not oily. Like it doesn't linger forever to me.
See, I feel like it's kind of got an oily coating on my tongue, and I like it.
Take a puff off the cigar and then take a drink.
What do you think about the finish?
Changes.
I need to lighten that up.
I mean,
So there's just a little bit of a change in the flavor if you take a drag off the cigar and then take a sip of the spirit. I was gonna say the cigars may be a little underpowered for this,
I agree.
but it's not a horrible pairing. I think I could have done a better job picking. But
Well, when you
then
never
again,
had the
I
spirit-
didn't know we were using this one. So
Well, you never had
Yeah.
it, so I mean, you
No.
don't really know what to expect.
I really like the finish, I think, more than I do the very beginning. Not that the beginning's bad or anything,
Yeah.
but I like that aftertaste. That's
I do like the nose, even though there's some ethanol heavy. I think the nose is still,
I think it
still
drinks
pleasant.
I think the drink's better. Drink's better than the nose. The nose isn't bad, like you said, but
Yeah, it tastes better than it smells.
yeah.
Oops.
Kid show. Sorry.
It's not bad. It's good. It's
Boy, like when you take a puff off of this and then you take a drink right after, it's got
Did you notice the change?
It's got some vanilla that really.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting a lot of vanilla.
Extremely
it
prominent.
really, yeah.
Even without it, I was getting a lot of vanilla, especially on the aftertaste, and maybe some caramel notes there too for me.
Yeah, I mean it's very prominent. Like,
Yeah.
If you right afterwards, that's pretty cool.
What's
I think
this?
it would be hard.
I think it's pairing well when you do that. I agree with you though. The drink's a little stronger than the cigar, but it's not a bad pairing.
Well, no, it could be. I think it could be better, but
I agree.
it's not horrible.
What's the price point on this?
So it's in the 50s now. Used to be in the 30s, higher 30s. Inflation and between everybody marking everything up, secondary and blah blah blah. It's in the 50s now.
Okay.
So something interesting. My bartender Paul got a bottle on his trip last week. One of our customers are good. They're big bourbon people. They gifted him a bottle of the 6-year Heaven Hill. They paid $13 for that.
Several years ago.
Well, it's been out of production for a minute, and they grabbed up apparently multiples at $13. So it's funny how I think he paid in the $70 range. I know another guy that bought a bottle that paid $100. So it's interesting to see how much it's increased from the 6-year bottled and bond to now this one going from a $13 bottle to up to $100.
Yeah, I have seen this for like $2.99.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on secondary and everywhere. I mean, for all kinds.
Now,
of
Well, I'm talking about
reasons.
sitting in a liquor store in a case with some other allocated stuff.
Oh
That's
wow.
what they had it at. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Anytime, even if I have a basket full and I walk around and I find a shelf like that has stuff marked up. I mean, you know, they have selling lanterns for $4.99 or trying to.
Yeah.
I put all my stuff back and walk out.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. I will not buy from a store that does that. I'm just not going to support them.
You know, am I a little bit more honestly, you know, if Eagle Rare's, you know, 45, 50 and somebody charges me 55, 60 for it, am I going to buy it? Maybe. You know, but charging, you know, $200, $300 for something like that, that just rubs me wrong.
Oh, that's insane.
It really grinds my gears.
Right.
You know what really burns my ass?
Fire.
About butt cheek high.
There you go. Well,
So-
you want to start us, or what do you think?
I like it, especially, I know we can't, the availability is what kind of knocks it for me.
So you wait till Simon gets a hold of this.
The price point, I mean, theoretically, you know, if you're a road trip where you can find it, if I saw it for $50, I would buy probably a couple of them, to be honest with you. I really do enjoy it. I think it's a great bourbon. I think it's a great 7-year for Heaven Hill to kind of put out there for them. Beautiful bottle. It's got a lot of good notes. I'm going to go 2.75 on this one for me. I think it's better than average. It's just the availability is what really gets it for me.
Cool. I'm going to say 3. I like it a lot. It's very drinkable. I think having a whole day to sit around and smoke cigars and drink bourbon, I could do a pretty good amount of damage on that bottle. It's that easily of a drinker to me. The finish is good. It's smooth. The taste is right there. The price point's good. The thing that for me that digs on it is availability.
I agree with that, and I was thinking 3 in my head whenever you guys were starting. I think it's a good bourbon.
Yeah,
I do.
definitely.
I hate that we can't get it here, and I hate that it's priced high whenever you usually do find it. I mean, I have not seen it sitting on the shelf at MSRP.
hopefully with all these new, like Bardstown distilleries, and then you got Penelope coming in and stuff like that, maybe a lot of these newer, we'll start getting a lot more options here. Because it seems in the last year, we've had a lot more people coming into the Oklahoma, Arkansas region, at least that I've seen.
Well, they just need to, some distilleries and companies just need to get contracts to make things available.
Yep.
Like we don't get New Riff in Arkansas, we don't get Willett in Arkansas, stuff like that. I think those companies need to do better about getting their product out, and we enjoy it too. And so if we get that stuff and do it on our show, we're having to go,
I was in Joplin for you.
Other states, but
I was in Joplin last weekend hunting bottles for you.
Yeah, exactly. And thankfully you were able to bring some stuff back, but it's a 3 for me. I think it's good. It's smooth. It's very enjoyable, and unlike you, I think I can get lost in that bottle pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's just not available, and like I said, I've never seen it for MSRP sitting on the shelf. Thankfully, a buddy got that for me, but that's where I'm at with it. 7.
1.5.
Whoa!
Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond, made by Heaven Hill. It's better. It's cheaper. It's better. Henry McKenna, I do believe, is Bottled and Bond.
Yes.
Well, I know it's Bottled and Bond. The Henry McKenna Bottled and Bond 10-year. It's a Heaven Hill product. It's roughly the same price, and it's better.
Ooh,
so
I don't agree with that.
Well, you don't have to agree with it. Doesn't mean that I'm not right.
True. This is true. But even the 10-year around here is going for 70 and 80.
Yeah, but you can see it on the shelf. You can't find that on the shelf.
True.
And
occasionally.
This is just okay. So I would rather have Early Times, obviously. But Evan Williams, Bottled and Bond.
So shocked.
I know, I can't believe it.
Kicks this one's ass. All day, every day, and twice on Sundays. So I can get 2 gallons, or 2 half gallons, so a gallon, of Evan Williams Bottled and Bond for one of those. Maybe I'm cheap. I am cheap. I'm on a budget. The wife's got me on a budget. So,
well,
and I can go to any liquor store around here and find Evan Williams Bottled and Bond.
For sure.
Can't find that. So,
well, I see what you're saying, but I disagree with you on the taste. I think that beats Evan Williams Bottled and Bond.
Well, you're wrong.
Pretty
that's
easy.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. If you're living that life, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm with Dawson. I disagree on those 2, but that's fine.
Yeah.
We're all different tastes,
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of the way it works. So, Bruce, what are we smoking?
Well, this is a little bit of an interesting cigar. It's an Illusione Rothchildes, Connecticut. I'm not a huge Connecticut fan.
Right.
But this is an interesting cigar. It's Nicaraguan tobacco. It's got a nice triple cap, which you don't see very often.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of a Cuban cigar thing at one time, double caps, triple caps, stuff like that. It's an Ecuadorian Connecticut, so it's Connecticut from, American Connecticut, right? But it's grown in Ecuador, so like any agricultural product, soil, weather, all those things
Imparts everything, yeah.
affect the flavors. It's got a Nicaraguan binder and filler, and it's a good solid Connecticut. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Connecticut generally, but this is a pretty good flavored Connecticut cigar, and it paired okay. I think probably something more like a Habano wrap or even a Maduro cigar would have done a little better, a little stronger flavor, would have paired better with that, but this was okay.
Yeah.
Illusione is a good boutique brand. A lot of people don't know about them, but this again, it's a $5-6 cigar, so not something that you couldn't stock up on and have around if you liked it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just not a Connecticut fan. It's just not a lot of flavor for me. However, not having had that before, it's hard to kind of judge what should we put with it. So I think your mindset of going with a little bit milder cigar is going to be a good idea until we find out our flavor profile on the spirit.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, there's all kinds of schools of thought on pairings.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you smoke what you like and drink what you like, and that's the pairing.
Right.
But the only science to it that I think is a hard and fast rule is you don't want the two to fight. You
Right.
want them to complement. So it doesn't really matter what you're smoking or what you're drinking as long as one's not overpowering the other. This is a hair overpowered by the spirit, but not greatly. So
No, I agree with you.
it's decent. It's a decent pairing.
I
It's a
agree
good
with
stick.
you. And then on this, to me, with that being more expensive than the cigar, and you not knowing what that tastes like, you do have an idea what this tastes like. I would rather go milder on the cheaper thing
Sure.
versus, and rather than having this overpower the spirit and you can't truly enjoy what the spirit is. Being more expensive,
Sure.
it just makes sense. I think you done great on the pick on that.
I'm kind of with you guys on the wrapper. You know, I haven't smoked a Connecticut that I just really loved.
Yeah.
You know, but I think this is actually the first one that I've liked when I've smoked it.
Yeah.
It's a little lighter than what I typically go
Yeah.
for, but as far as a Connecticut, it's good. You know, if somebody said, "Hey, Dawson, go buy a Connecticut and smoke it," this is what I would probably pick up.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's where we're at. Not a bad pairing, and that's what we think about Heaven Hill's 7-year ball and bond. Thanks for watching the episode. Don't forget about our Patreon, and stay tuned for the pictures.
And hey, we get 25 people on Patreon. Kevin's gonna post feet pics.
Woo! I might be buying the subscription for that shit. Goodness.
There you go.
I'm out. I hate feet.
Corns and all.
That's all we have time for. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye bye.